Well, today I started off with a bang because I woke up this morning, I went to check on the chickens, and I noticed that Brunhilda has like a weirdly wet backside. At first I thought that she might have mites because it just looked so like murky, but she doesn't have mites. She has a prolapsed vent, and that is not pretty. I'm not gonna show you that, but it's something that I have not even considered as a possibility of the diseases that my chickens can get. So what I'm going to do is, because I think someone might have pecked it bloody a little bit, I'm going to put her in a separate cage separate from them from the others. I'm also putting together a bucket of warm water so that I will like just soak her backside and try to get it cleaner, and then I will put her in a separate cage while I go to the city to do some stuff that I need to do, and also get her hemorrhoid cream because apparently that's something that should help. And like some recommendations seem to be to cull the chicken who tends to get a prolapsed vent, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to try to treat her still. Like, if it doesn't go away, then it might need surgical intervention. So I will have to speak to my vet about that if it doesn't go away. But for now, my biggest task is going to be trying to separate her from the rest of the flock, because Brunhilda is one of the young chickens who I have not socialized as much as I should have when they were chicks. So, like, Brunhilda, Bianca, Lena, and the rooster are very flighty. If I try to pick them up, they will panic. And she needs to be picked up and handled. So that's going to be very difficult. My strategy is to attempt to get Brunhilda and the rooster on different sides of their coop wall, so that I can try to catch Brunhilda without the rooster trying to attack me, because I'm pretty sure that if I panic Brunhilda as much as I know she will panic, the rooster will try to attack me. I'm worried about her. I'm going to try my best to save her, because a prolapse is not something that a chicken can live with. And yeah. It's okay. Pick on Ashty. Pick on Ashty. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Please. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna get better. This is good for you. This is good for you. You have a painful butt. I know, but this is just warm water. This is okay. This is good for you. You're going to be okay. We're just gonna chill here for a little while. Yeah. You're a good girl. Now, this has been... I probably should have noticed it coming, because I've seen it coming, because last week I found several green eggs that were bloody and like larger than usual. So I'm guessing those were from Brunhilda, and she was struggling with them. And this morning I read up that laying larger than usual eggs can lead to prolapse, and that means that Brunhilda has just been struggling. It's okay. So we're going to soak for a little bit, and then I will put her inside the cage. The rooster is pissed. Okay, and now it's okay. You're okay. And now we're going in the cage. So this is gonna have to work until I make the trip to the city. Robert, you're okay. I will give Brunhilda food and water. And she just needs to be separate from all of y'all, because I think someone has pecked at her vent, at her prolapse, and It's not good if it's bleeding as well, in addition to being, you know, out there. So I will bring you food, I'll bring you water, I will do my city trip, and then you will get hemorrhoid cream. Yes. And this is not even all of the chicken drama that we have going on right now. We also have the first broodiness of Cardi B of 2025. So this is her second day in jail, and we are yet to see her not be broody this time. But she still likes going outside with the others, so at least there's that. I think when I'm going to let them out for today's walk, then I'm not going to let Brunhilda out, because separating her from the flock and catching her it's an ordeal, a very dramatic, traumatic ordeal. But today was going to be a nice day of getting new chicks and having a happy time with that. So I have the chicks now. I have 4 mottled Orpingtons and 2 black Orpingtons. And the first thing that I'm going to do is introduce them to this type of water. And I'm hoping that the Silkies, who are a week and a half older than them, will act nice. They are the same size though. And now you should go under the worm. And the older Silkies are already showing them how eating works. So I'm hoping that they do well. Where are you going? Let's be good brothers and sisters. Well, I got the cloaca back where it's supposed to be, but she seemed to be wanting to push still, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and like check on her maybe in half an hour or so. I'm worried about her. I'm really worried about her, because if she doesn't stop pushing and the cloaca doesn't stay where it should, which is the inside, then we're going to have to need a humane death for her. But I don't want her to, because she's a good chicken. She just has a health problem. So I will just look at the baby chicks and hope that, and try to calm down, hope that Brunhilda does not push it out again, and then go check on her again. Alright, it is a new day, and I have checked on all of the chicks. All of the chicks are doing absolutely great. No cases of pasty butt, which is a thing where they can get like poop stuck on their vent, which can block the coming out of more poop, which can be fatal if not like washed away. But no cases of that yet. I had like several cases of that with the silky chicks, so I'm like constantly checking all of the butts of all the chicks just in case. But yes, the chicks have survived their first night, and the silkies don't seem to be bothering the new ones or like bullying them. But I'm kind of thinking that the silkies are just kind of not liking the new chicks, because they tend to like stay separate from the new chicks, which is a bit funny. But I'm hoping that they will get used to each other and like eventually consider themselves as members of the same brood. But this having checked on the chicks, having had breakfast, it is now time to check on Brunhilda's prolapse. It looks like she has prolapsed again, but and also it looks like she has been trying to get out of the cage, because her like the top of her beak is bloody. So, but I can't let her out because I can't catch her otherwise. So that's gonna have to stay like it is. But basically, it's time to put the prolapse back in. And I read that you're supposed to keep it in with your finger for at least 10 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna show you the whole process, but just I will show you what I do. So I have some hemorrhoid cream, and I will be gently massaging it back in. It's okay. But now the difficult part here is that I can also feel that the egg is coming. So this is not the best situation that we have. But now I'm just gonna hold her like this. Okay. I've decided against holding it for 10 minutes because like the egg is really coming. So I'm gonna give her some time, let her push out the egg, because like you can't stop the egg from coming. It has to get out. So I'm going to give her some time to let the egg out, hopefully, and then treat the prolapse again, because the presence of the egg is like getting in the way. You're a good girl. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. So back in the cage she goes. Okay, while I was filling up the treat bucket, she managed to get her egg out. So I will also prepare her a warm bath, and then we will continue the treatment. Good girl. Okay, let's see where we're at. We still have some dry poop there, so yeah, we still have some dried poop. We're gonna have to loosen it up. Yeah. I'm starting to think that the recommendation to like hold the prolapse in with your finger for 10 minutes at least is just to tire the chicken out from pushing, because she is pushing so much and so hard, like she needs to stop doing that, because if she doesn't stop, then the prolapse is going to keep coming out and I won't be able to save her. So I'm going to try to just stay like this for as long as it takes for her to stop. if she will stop, like just try to tire her out from the pushing. You poor girl. Okay, I have been holding her like this for 18 minutes now, and she, like, her pushes have gotten weaker, so maybe I can let her be, but just this poor girl, I feel so bad for her. She hasn't started immediately pushing again, so maybe we're okay for a bit. Oh no. How are we, girl? Are you gonna stop pushing? I'm gonna put you back in the cage now, and I will see you again in about half an hour, okay? And try to be good. Well, she pushed it back out again, so it's time to do the thing that I really don't want to do. But there's nothing else that I can do for her. There just isn't. She get over him? Will it all be okay when the sun comes out to play? And all my good friends, they don't think this will last. And all these head fogs, they're hurting my insides. I'm afraid you'll go. I'm afraid you'll leave. If I tell you the truth of what I've got inside, and all my good friends, they don't think it can last. And all these head fogs, they're hurting my insides. When will raindrops start to fall? When will it all be okay? It seems to go on and on. I've been cheering myself up with my chicks, and with the fact that there isn't really anything that I could have done more to help Brunhilda, because all the preventative measures that could be done to prevent a prolapse is all the things that I'm already doing, which is like not giving them supplemental daylight hours, not giving them like a very like good quality, well balanced feed, not giving them too much table scraps, but just it just still happened, probably because her egg size increased so much, it's like so suddenly. But yeah, I couldn't have like just let her live out the rest of her short life, because that would have just been torture for her, because like it really hurt my heart to see how much she struggled in the end. Like she really had like the will to live still, but if I couldn't help, I couldn't help her anymore, and that would have meant, and like letting her live would have meant just letting her suffer with a prolapse until she eventually would pass away from just an infection or just sheer shock. So I made the right call. I buried her next to dark brown, and yeah, I'm keeping myself occupied with the baby chicks. So I wanted to show you the baby chicks. The first chicks I got were the 3 silky chicks. I got 2 gray ones that look like this. They are a little bit over 2, like, wait, actually they are 2 weeks, like 15 days old. Why are you being a giraffe? They are very fluffy, and they are already getting little tail feathers. They used when they were younger, they had a lot of cases of pasty butt, which is when the poop gets stuck at their end, at their back end, and I have to like clean it. But they haven't gotten that lately, so they've been good. I'll show you the black one as well. Ooh, ooh. And this is the black one. This one is really fun because it has more toes than a silky should. Like the regular amount of toes that a chicken has is 4, 3 in the front and 1 in the back. And silkies tend to have 5 because their back toe has like an extra toe there. But this one, chill. But this one has 6 toes. Come on, come on. Show your toes to the people. See? 6 toes. You're amazing. You have so many toes. You have 12 toes. You have more toes than me. And it's like super cute as well. A black silky. I really hope that it's a hen. Yeah. You're cute. I spend a lot of time every day socializing them, just holding them in my hands and just stroking them, and yeah, hoping that they will grow up to be friendly chickens. And the new chicks that I got on Monday are all Orpingtons. They're 2 different colors. I got 6 of them, 6 Orpingtons total. And well, who's a pretty one? 4 of them are mottled Orpingtons. And as chicks, they look like this. They're supposed to be like sort of black and white when they grow up. And I really like the Orpington breed because the Orpingtons are just super chunky when they grow up. And that's just really fun. So I really hope that with all the socializing, I can raise them to be really friendly and just like have them be lap chickens, like the ones that you see on TikTok, like just cuddling their humans. Yeah. And then the two other Orpingtons that I got are black ones. Yeah. This is the smaller one. The black ones, since I only have 2, thank you for pooping on me again. The black ones are more easy to tell apart because one of them, this one, is just tiny. Why did you step in your poop? That wasn't necessary. But yeah, still super cute, very tiny, and they are also very, very loud. Like the entire time that they are awake, and which is the same time that I am awake, I just have this sound in the background all day, because they live in my bathroom. So now I will put their little lid back on. And actually, I have a yarn project to do today. Yesterday I spent a whole bunch of time mordanting some 3 skeins of yarn, and the mordanting is like the most annoying part of dyeing yarn. It's the process where you where you simmer like the yarn with a mordant, which I am using alum in like a specific ratio. I'm using 15 grams of alum for 100 grams of yarn, if that helps anyone. And it's an annoying process because you need to heat up the water really slowly, and you need to simmer it for an hour, and then you need to let it cool down really slowly before you can like strain out the water and like let the yarn dry. But today I want to do the fun part, which is dyeing the yarn with. I'm not going to dye all of it. I'm trying to find the reference. Aha! I want to use this plant to dye the yarn into like this sort of light green color. I'm going to dye 2 skeins of the yarn that I mortened yesterday, and yeah, first I have to pick the Aegopodium podagraria. I don't know what the name of this thing is in English, so I'm just going to call it knot because the knot is its name in Estonian. So I have to gather a whole bunch of this because, and I don't know how, and I won't be able to really weigh like the amount that I pick because it's raining. So anything that I pick will be wet, therefore heavier than it actually is. Here's a good big patch of it. And since it is a weed, like I can pick as much as I want without any repercussions really. It's literally a weed. Okay, I have picked like this whole bag, and I'm just hoping that this is going to be like roughly 300 to 400 grams when dry, because yeah, the like the amount of dye stuff that you need per yarn is more basically. So let's get to simmering. And this time I will actually be good and use rainwater for the dyeing, because the internet says that it's supposed to be like softer and better for dyeing because it has basically a bit softer and has less calcium in it, so it's better for that reason. And now is it even gonna fit? I hope that this is gonna be like a spinach type of situation where it will just get smaller as it heats up. Otherwise we're gonna have a problem. So now my smart book says to increase the temperature of the water to 80 to 90 degrees Celsius because we are in Estonia, and heat it for at least an hour. This is going to be boring. So this is what we're working with. Not a whole lot of water, but a lot of knots. So let's make it smaller, please. Okay, it has reached almost 90 degrees, and it has definitely done the spinach effect of getting smaller. So it's easier to stir at least. But so that means that I'm going to leave it to simmer at the heat of 3.5 out of 9. So, and since it's getting kind of clearer, I'm going to walk the chickens now. Also, one thing that happened when I was not filming is that the rooster, where is he? Finally managed to like fulfill his like probation period, because like I gave him like a 9-month probation period, because from the between the ages of 4 to 9 months a rooster goes through puberty, and they don't really, and during that time they are like extremely hormonal, and they try to learn what they need to protect the flock from, and that can end up in the roosters starting to think that they need to protect the flock from humans as well, therefore leading to attacking humans, which is something that I do not allow in my house. So I gave him the probation period, and he did not attack a human once. Never, like no attacks on humans. So, and he has been really good to the chickens as well. So that means that he has earned his name. So everybody, meet Robert, the perfect gentleman who gives all of the worms that he finds to the chickens and just overall protects them so well, always finds hawks in the sky and alerts the chickens so that they can hide, and just overall a perfect gentleman. Alright, it has been an hour and the temperature is still in the sweet spot range, and it is definitely looking murkier, so maybe we do have some dye extracting from here. Okay, and if I look like this, oh, then there is some dye in the water. Excellent. So now I'm gonna let it sit here and just cool down to roughly 45 degrees Celsius so that I can add in the yarn. It's been such a long time cooling down but that I almost forgot about it, but it is now at 45 degrees, which means that I can try to take out the leaves. Also, it smells very strongly of boiled cabbage, which is not the most pleasant smell. But I will try to get the leaves out. I'm gonna put them in this pot for like just for transport so that I can throw them outside somewhere. Oh, oh, the boiled cabbage smell. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it is looking quite green. And now to put in the wet but freshly squeezed yarn. And I have about 100 grams of yarn going in right now. Now I have to heat it up slowly to roughly 80 to 90 degrees again and keep it there at that temperature for a minimum of 1 hour, but I'm thinking I might do 3 because I like the longer I keep the yarn in the dye, the stronger the like color of the eventual yarn is going to get, hopefully. Okay, the correct temperature has been reached. So now I'm gonna place Stardew Valley and stir this pot every time the day changes, so roughly every 20 minutes, because I don't want a splotchy yarn. Well, this is what it looks like after 3 hours of simmering, and it is, I mean, it is kind of green, kind of yellow. Difficult to tell at the moment, but we shall see tomorrow once this has been properly dried. Okay, it is the next day and the skeins are still just slightly damp, but you can see their color. It's like this yellowish light green and it's a cool color. I'm really happy with what I got from the knot. It's very cool. I'm happy with it.